Hi, Bev again. And in today's video, I want to talk about this notion of calories in, calories out, right? And you hear this all the time, right? If you, for example, if you eat 1,500 calories a day and your body uses 1,500 calories a day, well, then you could be in maintenance, right? You could maintain the same weight. So this is a type of caloric energy that your body will use to maintain its organs, to meet your exercise demands, whatever. But I'm just picking 1,500. I mean, you could be Michael Phelps in the Beijing Olympics, and you could be eating 12,000 calories and burning 12,000 calories, no problem. The Rock, if you follow him, I follow him. He eats about 5,000 calories a day, and guess what? He's burning 5,000 calories a day. So how many calories we're talking about doesn't really matter. But if you have more calories coming in than what you have going out, then you're going to have weight gain. And the gain will completely be dependent on the type of food you're eating. Obviously, if you're eating a lot of junk food and fried food and processed food, maybe you're going to up your body fat percentage, okay? That's your choice. But the problem is the scale or the teeter-totter is not balanced anymore. You are eating more than you're sending out. And on this side, it's reversed. You're eating less and burning a bit more. So this is the calories in is less than the calories going out. And you're going to have weight loss. Now, what you do over here in the amount will be determined on the kind of foods that you eat and how much you eat. So if you want to not lose muscle tissue, but you do want to lose excess body fat, you have to be careful how you eat, right? So these are just some fueling suggestions. Now, my problem with this calories in, calories out is everybody spends their time on the calories inside of the teeter-totter. They don't think of the calories out. So generally what I'm saying is people know that when they eat too much, they're going to put on weight. So they look at the other side and they, well, I'm not going to eat very much and then I'm going to lose weight. And I did that. I did that for many years. But what I was doing and what you may be doing is concentrating on the wrong side of the equation or of the what do we call it? Well, seesaw, okay? So we want to concentrate on the calories out, not the calories in. We want to be more anabolic because we don't want to lose our muscle mass. We want to have a more efficient metabolism, and metabolism is just your ability to burn calories, right? You don't want to screw that up. We want to keep our calorie burning rate up, right? And we actually want to eat more. I mean, do you want to sit at 1,000 calories? That's almost starvation to your body. This is usually below basal metabolic rate. And your BMR is what your body needs to stay alive, to maintain its organs, to keep its heart beating. You go on long enough starving yourself of calories, your body just goes into a panicville, right? It is in starvation mode. And I did that for many years. And yeah, I lost weight, but oh my God, I did not lose fat. I got squishy, right? No kind of substance to my arms or my legs. I was just squishy and kind of saggy and, jiggly, right? So the problem is, not the problem, I'll call it the reality. When you're young, in your teens, your 20s, whatever, you may get away with eating 2,000 calories a day and you're very physically active, so out go 2,000 calories a day. So you're not getting fatter, okay? According to your height and all that kind of stuff, you're actually pretty healthy in terms of weight. But as you age, you begin to burn fewer calories, but you continue to eat the same. So every decade, in a day, you may be using 150 calories less per day. So what happens every decade after your 20s is you're going to gain 10 pounds every decade. And that's what happened to me. When I was 60, I was 40 pounds overweight and I didn't like it. I was winded walking into work. I couldn't do stairs, blah, blah. I was clinically obese. So I had to do something about it. This was not working for me. Eating too little was not working for me. So what I want to say is if we're looking at the other side of the teeter-totter, okay, this one up here, this is 1,500, and you could be anywhere, right? It doesn't have to be 1,500. It can be 2,000, whatever, as long as it's even. What we want to do is, I want to be able to eat more. But to do that, I'm going to have to do something about the other side of that teeter-totter. So let's say I want to eat 2,000 calories a day. Well, I can't just burn 2,000 calories a day. I'm not going to change anything. I have to burn, and you know, I'm just picking random numbers here. I have to burn, for example, 2,500 calories a day, because then what I've done is I'm not starving. I'm eating a lot of food, and I'm going to pick good food, not this bad food over here. And how do I get rid of caloric energy? Well, caloric energy, this is your resting metabolic rate. And I have a video on this, okay? What is your metabolic rate when you're resting? Okay, that's what this is. It's made up of your basic or your basal metabolic rate. And this is, as I said, what your body needs to be alive, okay? Diet. Here's a little trick for you. If you eat a lot of protein, you know, protein at every meal. Protein is a very inefficient macronutrient. It takes the body a lot of calories to just break it down. In fact, for every 100 calories of protein that you eat, your body is going to expend 25 calories just breaking it down. That's not true of carbs and fats. They only are 5%. So that's why weightlifters and bodilifters eat a lot. One of the reasons they eat a lot of protein. It's inefficient. They can eat a lot of it, and they can burn calories with it. The other thing is, what is your physical activity? You have to up your game, okay? Now, I chose weightlifting because I wanted to build muscle, and muscle is a calorie-eating tissue. It needs caloric energy to exist, right? It's your skeletal muscles move your joints, allow you to walk, run, whatever you are lifting weights, whatever you are doing. So the more muscle tissue percentage or mass that you have, the more calories you're going to burn, and the more efficient your metabolism is going to be. Right? So you can't do too much about your basic metabolic rate. It is what it is. And it's usually, I'm just going to pick some general numbers here. It can be give or take a little bit, but your resting metabolic rate, whatever it is, 70% of it will be affected by your basal metabolic rate, your basic metabolic rate. And over here, you've got 30% over here. And I mean, it depends, right? This can be, I'm just averaging it out. This can be 10%, this can be 20%. So what I did is I began to eat better, and I exercised more, fixed this a little bit. But what happened is I brought my metabolism up. So I got to eat a lot more than when I was starving, and I lost 40 pounds. Now, it took me 19 months, but believe me, it was well worth it. I mean, when you're over here and you're not eating enough, starvation is no fun, right? It's not sustainable, and frankly, you feel shitty, right? And you want to eat more. So what is the conclusion? Do you want to be fat? All right, make your calories in a lot bigger than your calories out, and eat a lot of junky, sugary, processed, soda pop. Eat a lot of that stuff. And you're going to have a problem. Or do you want to be skinny, which is you don't eat very much, and you you exercise a bit, but you really don't challenge your muscles, right? You don't target your muscles and make them really work, right? So they don't have a reason to get much bigger, and you don't look great, frankly. You're skinny. Or you could be where I am. You're lean, right? You have muscle. You have a bit of fat, but you have a lot of muscle. So you can eat a lot and you look fantastic. So don't tell me that here, I'm sick of people saying it doesn't matter what you eat, calories in, calories out. Not entirely true, because your body is a biochemical unit and it will deal with all calories differently. So for example, if a donut is 300 calories and you eat 5 donuts for the day, 1,500 calories, do you think you're not going to change your body because you're burning 1,500? You can forget that. Your body is a hell of a lot smarter than that. Do you think, it's not going to get any protein out of those 5 donuts. It's just junk food. It's going to have high fructose corn syrup in it. It's going to have hydrogenated oils in it. It's just shitty food, right? So don't tell me calories in equals calories out all the time in terms of maintenance. No. So it's a general concept, but think about the type of food that you're eating and how do you want to look? Fat, skinny, or lean? So this kind of thing I cover in a lot more detail in my book. So I suggest you buy it. It's a fun book to read. It has some of my personal stories, a little bit of motorcycling in it. But anyway, it's available online, just all over. It's in 6 countries, whatever. Apparently it's doing well, but the publisher won't tell me how many have been sold, and they're not going to tell me until January, which is a little bit of a piss off. But anyway, see you in the next video. Bye for now.